Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our talk show. I'm Josh.
I'm, technically, I'm not Josh.
This is not Josh.
I'm DJ.
He is a scroll. He's infiltrated our talk show. Spread a word.
I like it being not Josh, though.
Spread a word about a bunny.
Is it worried about a bunny?
Said you're a scroll and trying to spread a message about a bunny.
I really was trying to. If anyone has seen the owner of this bunny, if you know this bunny, please contact.
It's a nice bunny. Very responsible.
Way too domesticated to be a wild bunny.
That I gave up on life.
Like, it just let me pick it up and pet it and love on it.
Didn't try to attack the ducks.
Wasn't it? You're right. Wasn't attacking ducks, was it? Sorry, it's a little. If you're just joining the show, found a bunny last night, just out in the wild.
That's part of our topic.
Is it? Found a bunny? Probably shouldn't talk about that now.
Josh is getting old and DJ's a beastmaster.
Also, June. Still June, right?
Yeah.
Couple more days.
Tomorrow's last day.
Tomorrow's last day. All right. So wow. So we did have 2 more days worth of June. June's Pride Month.
Believe in yourself.
And of course, the charity for this month is the Human Rights Campaign Foundation.
It's there.
Which is there, and you can find the link down below.
It's there this time.
Go check them out. See what they're about.
I did it right.
So on and so forth. Also, you can catch us on all of our versions of the show, which is on Twitch, YouTube,
Anchor FM,
Facebook,
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
and then you got our podcast versions, which is we have audio version, excuse me, which is on Anchor FM, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasting needs. Also, you can Google us and see what we're up to.
What we're about.
If Josh posts.
It's true.
It's true.
Josh has been very exhausted.
Very exhausted. He was asleep 2 seconds before we started the show. Like it was
Sleep
saying
attacks.
it was saying broadcast, and he was asleep.
Well,
Right. As soon as his finger touched the button, he woke up.
that happens soon. It gets like in a stuck position.
Yeah, he's just gone to the world.
I get violent too. Like I wake up and I move everything.
Oh yeah. Starts cursing at people for no reason. For
No
waking up.
reason.
You know, like Dr. Jackal and Mr. Asshole.
The one side of DJ.
I'm just saying, I'm an asshole all the time.
The one
right?
side
You're
of DJ.
You're a selective asshole. Like you're just an asshole when you
Can't take it.
when you just. It's just because you can't. Oh, Jesus.
And so you had all week to do this episode, Josh.
So you did have all week to do this episode.
You
So-
had all week.
So, before we get into the news, your knee, it looks bad.
Yeah.
Like you must have fell hard on that bitch.
Gravity. That's part of today's episode, man. That's the topic. Josh is getting old.
Well, then get into the news.
No, I'm going to do the random fact.
Oh, I forgot about random fact. Look at you.
Today's random fact is tornadoes can cause fish rain. Because it sucks up the water from the ocean and it gets stuck up there and it rains fish. It is a true fact. Next to tornadoes can catch fire in Australia. Hellmouth.
It's tornadoes. That's just too funny. Just the way, like in just fish, and then is that why they came up with Sharknado?
No.
You remember them? Isn't there like 10 Sharknados now? It's like a fuck ton of them.
Oh yeah, people love stupid shit. So
Like
we got Sharknado and got rid of Girl Meets World and
people love stupid shit. Did you just really like?
Sharknado in space. Sharks can't breathe in space. They can't breathe without water in the first place. And now you're gonna tell me it's gonna aim a shark at someone in space?
Throw it.
Has precision.
Sonya.
Sonya.
Josh is asleep and cranky and does not understand why they would have Sharknado
It's
over
like
Boy Meets Girl.
Girl Meets World.
Oh, whatever. I don't know.
We finished Boy Meets World properly.
I said Boy Meets Girl anyways. Basically what it was. Boy Meets Topanga.
I didn't just tell me what Brent did. He just looked me straight in the eye and goes, "It's a movie."
It Suck it up, Buttercup.
Okay, like Justice League with regular man instead of Superman.
Justice League with regular man. That was kind of fucked up too. Just watch it going back and remembering how much Superman got his ass whipped.
Oh, all the time. But what kills me is like you have the different versions of Superman. Like we see Smallville, the movies from the Justice League. Like he's really watching Flash with his eyes. All right. You got the Superman we have now, Superman and Lois from the CW and stuff like that. And then we have a regular man from fucking the Justice League who's struggling to pick up a fucking boulder underwater.
Getting his ass whooped every 5 seconds.
He did. He's faster than a speeding bullet and watched a bomb hit him in the face. Leprechaun in space.
Oh.
Jason X2. Jason in space.
What was that? What was that series?
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Was it the Leprechaun?
Yeah, the Leprechaun series.
Little orange motherfucker who was...
Every time he took his coin to make a wish, he get all pissy.
Yeah, get all upset.
The guy who played him was the guy from Willow.
It's like IDAHO Man. That's one.
No, that's the name of the movie.
It's like
He's the
IDAHO
little
Man.
guy.
You remember that? You remember that IDAHO Man?
It's a whole series of...
We gotta...
Yeah, did it do it?
Which is...
Twitching.
Yeah. Looks like we got... Okay. Sorry. Everything's back.
Yeah, it's being dumb again.
Huh?
Like that, if you want us to watch the whole series of Justice League, not Justice League Limited. The regular Justice League, when they couldn't afford Deadshot and Flash because it was the same voice actor.
Couldn't do them at like, hey, can you do both?
But then you gotta pay him twice.
He's gotta pay him twice. I'm here now. It broke on Facebook.
Who said that?
Sorry, just keep switching platforms. She's like, I can watch you everywhere.
Oh, she's on YouTube.
But yeah, no, Superman's just always getting his ass whipped.
Oh my god! I mean, regular man.
Regular man.
Who needs to hold his breath? Put on an apparatus knowing he has super breath. That means he can hold his breath for like 3 fucking hours.
Or longer.
Or longer. Hence how he makes the ice.
It's just crazy.
We're just watching him getting his ass. Like he's faster than the speed of a bullet, and he literally looks behind him and sees his bomb hit him. Instead of going, move.
Just getting his ass whooped all the time.
Batman has to save him each time. Literally looks behind him and sees his bomb. Yeah, or Bubble Man, which I call the Green Lantern. He just makes bubbles.
Basically, bubbles and trains and sometimes jets. You know, he doesn't really.
Martian Manhunter, which could control all their minds.
Right.
And stop moving.
And could only become invisible when it was okay for the plot for him to become invisible.
Yeah, and he looks again like Superman, gets fucking punched in the face.
Right. Or then he'll stand there and get blown up.
Look at what his meaning was Aquaman. He was chained to a rock.
Aquaman?
Then the guy stabbed the rock with a sword or knife to put his son up. Then the rock was falling into the lava. And he broke one chain free. Instead of hitting the rock where it was bolted to, he couldn't get out. Fucking Aquaman can talk to him. He got the plankton to fucking eat the fucking metal. No, cuts his hand off like Saul style to save his son.
All sorts of things that Aquaman probably could have done.
He's strong too. I don't know what these rocks are made of underwater when Superman can't fucking pick one up and he can't punch through one.
You know what kills me?
He stabbed a knife through it. You tell me you can't punch around the fucking bolts?
So we watch the Death Battle, and they like to go and like figure out the power levels.
They would be really upset with fucking regular man.
You know? And it's just crazy to think that like oh, Superman's this all powerful being, but he gets shot out by a beam.
Yeah,
you know.
Couldn't move out of the way.
Wonder Woman smack him in his face, and he's just dead.
Lily can crush your skull with 2 fingers.
Right. Just straight Omni-Man, you know.
Yeah. One Punch Man, you.
And just...
We saw him stop time punching Darkseid.
Right.
Can't pick up a boulder.
I'm pretty sure Darkseid would end that boulder's life.
Like, did he forget his powers?
But so you guys were mad about the inconsistency of it. At 1 second, he's like...
And they weren't like a team because no one was listening. Like, Hawk Girl didn't listen.
Right.
John believed that he was a bad guy. Arrest me. And then notice the fucking moon had physics. Everyone and their brother on that planet forgot physics. Like, what's the moon orbiting? You had to land on the moon and notice that?
So apparently don't watch.
And when you look up, you see the debris orbiting the moon.
Don't watch Justice League. It's just bullshit.
It's just bullshit.
It's just...
It
Sorry.
was a live action cartoon. Because no, it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon, son.
No, it's the Justice
the
League.
one with Batman's part time.
The Justice
Because
League
his ass
and
wasn't going underwater.
Justice League Unlimited from the
No,
90s
just
and
the Justice League. Then it's just Unlimited.
Well, from the 90s is the cartoon version.
The one right. Unlimited was right when they had all the characters and they had better writing.
Well, and you know they didn't. They weren't relying on regular man so goddamn much.
No, Mario Man kept getting his ass whooped.
You know,
like they stopped the fire, and then the two fastest people show up late. Like then the Flash and Superman got there after they
work's
stopped
done.
the fire, like and saved the kid. Like after Batman saved the day, and then they showed up.
I mean, hey, A-listers are allowed to be late. They're busy.
And then Flash is like, "A fire? You really need us?" Like,
see, that's why you're more like Batman, right? When it comes to the talk show, you're more like Batman. You know, you're cool, you're calm, you're collected. You put the fire out. Then me being the Flash shows up after, and it's like, "Good job, Batman," and speed away.
That's the first one. Unlimited.
You know?
When you show up, you do cleanup, and we leave. That's what happened in Unlimited. He's like, "I'm here," and he's like, "Yeah, we got this thing that we gotta take care of. You think you can?
We got other stuff to do.
You can clean this up, you know, in a flash." Like, and he's like, "Oh," which is the Wally West version.
Right. They didn't take him serious.
Oh,
they wouldn't have said some shit to Barry Allen.
His jokes are pretty good. I like Wally West's jokes.
You know,
like when they all get arrested and turn themselves in, and Batman's like, "I'm not doing that."
you don't talk to Gustin that way.
Oh no.
Yeah, you don't talk to Barry that way.
Wally again.
Barry will erase your fuck ass from existence.
No, like I woke up for dinner the other day and DJ had it in the background.
We've been holding on to this since the 90s.
And Kim were watching and DJ's hip and back hurt, so he would just keep moving around and watch Medina in the other room. And then like the Green Lantern was on trial. He like destroyed a plane with a single beam. And these robots end up taking over the Green Lantern thing, and he said a poem.
Whole planet, one Green Lantern beam.
And the snitch knew what happened on the planet while he was on the moon.
Right.
But then he goes over there and they take over the Green Lantern itself, the power source of hope.
The core. Right.
And he's like, "Not today." And he said the poem and destroyed him. So we learned from that thing that a poem destroyed the enemy.
The poem, it just... We learned in Doctor Who, words have power, bro.
That's true.
With the...
I don't know why he didn't say it against Aquaman.
Bro, you know Aquaman's been a bitch since day one. The only Aquaman that's OG is the Injustice Aquaman from fucking the game.
That's right.
Because you didn't fuck with him.
That man used all the ability.
Boy, I loved his finisher. He stabbed you in the chest, picked you up, and fed you to his pet shark.
That's right.
I was like, if that's not the hardest motherfucker, right,
make fun of him.
I've ever met right there. Like, I was like, psh, even Superman don't take his ass down in that water to go fuck with him. Right? They're like, "Oh, nah, you have the sea and I'll deal with up here."
Right, trying to get political and stuff. Like, go and talk to the people of the world. Bye.
Regular man's like, "No, I'm not going down there." Have you seen Aquaman? He's got a pet shark.
Regular man got nothing. He has a dog named Crypto.
You know.
Who's still harder than him.
Who's still badder than the fucking...
No, because Superman also has the ability of super reading and all that. Like, he learned all the language of the world.
He's supposed to be just as smart as Barry.
Yeah, he created, like, the cure for cancer or something. I remember that he had that thing he gave Lois to be a super for a day, and Lex took it and saw the eyes through Superman.
Sea King. He definitely is a Sea King. He don't play no games.
Yeah, Aquaman in Injustice or Flashpoint, when he killed everybody, and Flashpoint was him versus, because he slept with Wonder Woman.
Right.
And the wife was there. Wonder Woman cut her head off, and it was a whole fucking war.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, and that's what Flashpoint was.
That was...
You bury your mom, gotta die.
Always.
Your mom's a fixed point.
That's it. Sorry, friend. She gotta end up dead.
That man rode in on a fucking shark. Or even the movie when he fucking called on the Kraken.
Yeah, that was cool.
In the movie with what's his name?
In the movie with what's his name?
The recent one.
I feel like though, like
the guy from Game of Thrones.
you have a couple of options, right? At this point, right? Like, we know how bad everyone hates Aquaman. Like, Aquaman does not have any friends. Okay, nobody fucking likes Aquaman.
Well, it depends what version 2 you got.
Right, but then okay, so
like
you
when
start
after Flashpoint, when they rebooted it, he was half human.
right.
His mom came up on land, like you saw in the movie, and that's the version they did.
Well,
in the Justice League version, he was already King of the Sea.
right. That's what I'm saying. So like once you got the Injustice versions, that he was pretty.
Then you got the Flashpoint
badass.
versions when they rebooted the whole system.
Right, and then
you got the movie that matches Flashpoint.
Right, who's got
he's half human, half.
Oh fuck, I can't even remember his name now.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Momoa. Jason Momoa.
He matches the Flashpoint one.
Right, but he looks like he's got them big ass broad shoulders.
He don't have blonde hair with an A on his fucking shit.
No, he didn't need none of that shit.
I mean, just took his shirt off.
He's like, no, I'm fucking.
Took his shirt off. All the girls over there were like, huh? And he just walked into the sea. And he brought the people fish.
He brought the.
All he wanted was beer.
I'm Jason Momoa wet.
That was it. It was the beer. You know? And Batman's like, I'll offer someone $10,000. What, American money in a small ass town? What the hell are we gonna do with $10,000 in a small ass town?
Can't even spend that much. Maybe I can get things carted in. But
no,
so
Jason Momoa helps. Because when the sea gets violent, no one goes there and gives them anything.
All the bitches of the sea.
They were singing to him in the fucking What was it? The Snyder Cut. They were singing.
Moving on. Let's start the news.
Okay, I feel better now.
You had to get that he's been holding it in since the 90s.
No, since the other night. Like, you just use a poem to save everyone? A poem. Beat the hell out of the Guardians. Beat them up. He's just like, in the darkest days and the brightest night. No evil should escape my might. Like, he's doing the poem.
That's how it works in DC.
He's doing the poem.
You do the poem, you win. That's end of the fight.
Right, no wonder Lex Luthor's Superman's arch nemesis, because everyone else just smacks his ass around. It's terrible, apparently. As long as you got love in your heart.
That's it. I don't know. I've never been able to. I remember one time I tried to use a poem for a fight and somebody just kicked my dick in the dirt. That's it.
How about you write a song about this?
It's like 10,
you got punched in the face for not minding your own business.
Oh, man.
Sounds like a country song.
What do we got for news today, Josh?
Louisiana couple shocked after bank mistakenly deposits $50 billion in their account.
Oh, I saw this. I wouldn't have told nobody nothing.
I'm sure someone got notified.
I'm sure the bank eventually realized when they lost 10 grand or 10 million or whatever. How much was that?
It was 50 billion.
I would have maxed out my takeout limit for every ATM in the city.
It reminds me of just like that Wanted when he looks at his account and there's a whole bunch of money in it and he's like, what the?
Yeah. I'd have just.
Our two broke girls when you put $1 million in her account, and she's like, what the fuck?
I'd have maxed out my takeout limit, charged everything on it.
One moment that bitch had 50 billion and you didn't check right away and then the IRS was at your door.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Like, what?
I'm just saying, the IRS would have got there. There'd been new shit all over the place. It's like, where'd you buy this car from? It's like, well, it's none of your goddamn business.
I didn't put it in there.
That's it. It was there.
The bank made a mistake. Yeah, I thought you thought I was a good person.
Right. That's right. The bank made a mistake.
I didn't
make no mistake.
I was over here just trying to pay some bills, and
they tried to sue
didn't
you.
overdraft, so I checked.
Right. Like wondering what happened. Oh, $80 billion. That's great. Thanks.
Why did your husband leave you? He checked the bank account and just left.
Never saw him again. Never saw him again. He told me I could pick up my car here.
That was it.
And then, this is like, what would you do?
Yeah, but you saw what happened when they deposit extra money in your account.
Yeah, they took that shit back.
And next thing you know, you're overdrawn. You're like, what?
Yeah, that was fucked.
That was fucked.
Here you go. Here's some money.
Gotcha.
And yeah, tricked ya.
And it took a month. So imagine with 50 billion.
Right. They're like, oh, well, this was supposed to get taken out anyways. You're overdrafted.
Oh no, look, I opened a new account somewhere else.
That's it. That's what I'd have done. All right, moving on.
Emergency crews rescue a sex doll after mistaking it for a drowning woman. Just threw that out there. Just
Well, at least so.
threw it in a pond.
At least it wasn't like they just assumed it was a sex doll and then it turned out to be a drowning woman. Right? Like you understand what I'm saying? Like I much prefer this headline. Right? It's like, because this headline's funny.
You had to reverse it. Emergency crew mistakes a woman for sex doll. It doesn't save her.
It doesn't save her, then she dies.
That's the one. That's the bad one.
Right. So it's like, think about it.
Discriminating against that.
Just give it a second to sink in. Right? It's like, so this is funny, and people are like, I can hear them now. It's like, oh, taxpayer dollars and
Savings. Nasty.
It's like, but
husband threw out sex doll, wife found her or something. Like,
right. It's like the other headline could be a lot worse.
Woman not saved mistakenly for a sex doll.
Right.
Drowns in river.
Could have been saved, but they thought it was a sex doll.
Start poking with a stick.
Right. Don't pull it out first. Make sure. And it's like, once they got in and got her, that it's like, oh, this is a fake woman. Okay.
I hope so. Like, she was lifeless.
No, like, I'm sure you can probably tell.
I can tell from the picture.
Her
hair, you can tell her hair was not that good.
But you probably don't. Again, they're not.
It's like almost like
all they see is a person in the water.
That's it.
They're not
person-like creature.
Right. So they're like, oh my God, that bitch is drowning or dead or Jesus.
That's it.
And it's like, in and get her. Right. So as far as that, they get an A for effort.
Thanks for doing your job anyway.
Right. Thanks for doing your fucking job anyways.
Record time.
Jesus Christ.
Brent says sex dolls lives matter.
Sex dolls lives matter.
2021.
But it's like, I'm just saying, that's like right now. Okay, people are working tirelessly
making these sex dolls.
Well, no, not that. I was talking about our first responders working down in Miami.
Oh, for sure. The collapsed building.
Right. Find these people, figure out status, do whatever they need to help.
It came down like a demolition. It's so crazy how that building came down.
And it's just like, fucking A, man, our first responders they're our real life heroes. They're regular men out there doing superhero things.
That's right.
But then you got regular man who fuck shit up, right? Just break a building, fly through walls. So it's, So at least we got like
fucking regular man busting up the fucking roadway.
Save sex doll. That's too funny.
Sex dolls lives matter.
Wonder what they're gonna do with it. Like if they're just gonna throw it away or be like, "See, this is a sex doll."
The river.
Throw it back for the next set of paramedics to see it. Because somebody called, right? Rather than jumping in and getting it themselves.
It's probably down a river going or the canal, and they're on a bridge, and like, is that a body? Someone call 911.
Yeah, but it's like back in the day, it's like if you saw a person in the river, right? You're not just gonna call 911, are you?
Well, back in the day, we didn't have a fucking cell phone.
Like, even now, hurt, right? If I see someone floating down the river, I don't care how hurt I am. I'm getting in the river.
All this is one dangerous river in a different country that you ain't going to get it.
The dangerousness of rivers.
No, it's just like this island comes together, and on top, the river is actually upside down. And underneath is the strongest current. Like, because it's coming from, like, the ocean coming straight in underwater, so it's like an underwater current.
You're watching too much Finding Nemo.
No, it was something else. But the moment you step in the shit, it fucking pulls your ass under.
Moving on. Look, you've lost all of our viewers. Moving on.
I did. I'm sorry. You should watch. He's on TikTok. He's just like some cool stories. All right, box office. How Fast 9 sped record 70 million U.S. opening. The ninth installment in this franchise hit $70 million in its domestic debut.
Yeah, that really pisses me off.
Because we're family.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because do you know why they hit record highs?
They hit record highs last month.
Do you know why they did it though?
It said it saved the box office.
Because people haven't been allowed in their house out of their house for over a year now, and they will just go watch any old crap as long as they get out of their house. Okay.
Well, and it's a franchise.
Fast 9.
They waited.
Really? Like, I love the first couple of Fast and the Furious movies. The fifth one's actually my favorite, dragging that bank through the goddamn city.
which is still unrealistically. And
Super unrealistic,
and the
right?
Dodge Chargers.
But as soon as you start
which
jumping,
they got from the police station, by the way.
right? Like, yeah, because
Like,
you
way to go, Brazil.
You stole 4 cop cars.
Dodge Chargers,
You
cop
know,
cars, and
right,
Brazil.
right out of the police station.
Why are
Nobody
there
found you.
Why are there funding?
They didn't track you down. You know, you just walked right out of the front door.
Including Hobbs just killing everyone in sight.
But I mean, the only reason it did that number is because people were like, "Fuck, I want to get out of the house. I can go pay to do this."
That and they teased it. Because
You know.
during the quarantine, it was supposed to come out because it was done already. And they're like, "Nope, not happening." And people now they had to wait a whole year.
They did the same thing to
Mulan?
No, to the Lion King.
No, Lion King came out before quarantine.
No, what's that one?
The last movie that came out before quarantine was Sonic. Was in February.
The documentary series.
Oh, Tiger King?
Tiger King, that motherfucker, right? Right at the beginning, because everyone's like, "Well, fuck, we're basically going into hiding. We need something to do."
Yeah, because the last box office hit was in February, which was Sonic.
Right. So
And
then
then we
everybody
went-
came inside and started watching Tiger King.
Mm-hmm, and
So
March.
that was like #1 on Netflix
But for
for
real.
no fucking reason.
They had nothing else to do.
You know.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was crazy.
People stayed home from work who has been working for the last 13 years. Right. Unexpected vacation. So they're like, I guess we're all gonna watch Tiger King.
It's gotta watch something more fucked up than our own lives right now. You know. And then Fast 9's like at the end, so they're like, we'll just make all the money we fucking can.
Still, Black Widow was supposed to come out in
You know.
last May, and now it's coming out in August or July. I think no, August. They're not even gonna do the Disney Plus thing.
Space Jam's still intended to come out on IMAX, but
Now
it's gonna be
July 16th.
but it's still gonna be on HBO Max
Yep.
too.
Both.
So a lot of people are just gonna watch it on HBO Max. They're not
Paramount
gonna-
did it with the movie Instantly or Infinity with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It went to theaters and Paramount Plus. That was a good movie. You'll like it.
All right, moving on.
Respawn promises to crack down harder on Apex Legend cheaters.
Apparently, people are really up in arms about this.
I know. Jesus showed me a clip of him playing, him and Lewis.
Yeah.
And he's like bending down, doing this. I'm like, what are you on a PC? He's like, no, it's PlayStation. I was like, why are you shooting like you're in PC? You know how they do it in PC when they're like that? And he's like, you got to in fucking diamond mode. I was like, oh.
You got to do that dancing around shit.
He
yeah.
was, he did. He was dancing around.
You got to be.
I was like, God damn.
You
And he's
know.
never lost an arena. Him and Lewis never lost an arena.
I don't know. What were you saying earlier about Skulltown being broken?
During the freaking... I saw the trailer for this new event thing called something. Looks like they keep going back in time or some shit. But Skulltown's back. Like the original... But now they're trying to say they can't keep it due to some kind of technological thing.
It's supposed to be back today in 5 minutes.
Look. I think it's 2. Because of the time change thing that happened.
Did it?
Well, it used to be 1, and then when time change happened, it moved to 2 for some reason.
I don't
And
know.
we
I
haven't
was
had time
I was
change again.
just excited to have Skulltown to see.
All the old map. I think like day 1.
Yeah.
I think it's day 1.
Well, it's not even just that. It's just so many new characters that never met Skulltown.
Never met King
Right.
Canyon.
Like, have never been in.
Even
like,
show-
Valkyrie's
even-
never been in Skulltown.
It
Crypto's
sh-
never been in Skulltown.
Yeah, he did.
No.
He was underground. He made the tower
No,
fall.
no, but you never got to
No.
play with Crypto in Skulltown. By the time Crypto came around, Skulltown was gone.
Oh no, you played with him right before she did it.
Right. Loba never got to play in
No, because she
Skulltown.
destroyed Skulltown.
Right. You know, so you think about like all
So
the
see, now it's gonna be easier or harder because
all the
we
people.
we go on the skulls
Right.
or on the bones and snipe people, and then we can tell when they're coming up. But with Valkyrie,
She just fly up behind us.
Loba,
You know.
just
So many different.
now you can get up there easily, so we can't just depend to be up there.
Right.
Because before
Well,
we
but-
can see them coming, they're gonna take a jump pad to here or Pathfinder zip line.
We don't even play that way anymore. Like
No, we don't.
we're way more.
I'm just
violent.
saying another thing we have to worry about because you can easily get to it now.
Like we're way more violent.
Yeah,
than
we
the
are
first
not
couple
hiding
of
in trees
seasons.
anymore.
Like I said, me and Sonya won ranked all by ourselves yesterday. Like just me and her just dropped in on a team like fucking death itself and
Well, when we
put
played,
them down.
when I finally played last week, we freaking did a whole match.
Oh yeah,
you and Bob
started out in one of the hottest spots you could start out.
and we even fought outside the ring before we got to the ring.
Yeah,
killed them and then flew on the last teams.
Yeah,
murked them.
Like just destroyed them.
Yeah, it was 10-7-5, I think.
We had killed 24 people.
They were trying to start a party.
For a 60-person game, 24 people is a lot of fucking.
It's almost
people.
half.
Right.
And for the record, they came after us.
Right.
They thought they were gonna third party us.
We will not go quietly into the night.
No, DJ was our alarm.
Oh yeah.
Like me and Bob would be healing or like looting, and next thing you know, you see DJ's life going down. Like DJ's in trouble.
You know, I'd hold him off long enough so you guys could get healed back up.
We ran out of bullets. You really meant to get off their dead bodies. I didn't get pissed because they didn't have any either.
We didn't have any choice.
Had to switch guns.
You know, taking what we could in stride.
And we won.
That was a good match. You know,
it was intense.
And the thing is like the more often you drop hot like that, it's like you're gonna die a few times.
You usually get third party when you're trying to
right. Or you just not get the good gun, or
Yeah, they
whatever.
got a freaking Spitfire, got an alternator.
Right, they get a Devotion. You've got a Mozambique. Fucking P2020 right off rip. Those are things you can't help.
Because he kept picking us up.
Oh, Bob, yeah. Happened to be Lifeline in that instance. Why do you think I make Sonya run Lifeline almost all goddamn always? It's just smarter and safer.
Yeah, that's true.
At least I got a...
They changed it too when you Google Apex.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was looking for the event.
Yeah.
And when I Googled it, it was a lot different.
They canceled
now
the
it's
event.
called the evolution of a hero shooter. So it's Apex Legends / the next evolution of a hero shooter, free to play.
They must be trying new marketing styles or whatnot.
They are. It shows a big jump in February of 2019.
I'm already 110. Like I've already completed my battle pass and everything like that. You're like 4. Bob's I think at like 74. Sonya's about done.
People ask, is Apex Legend dead? As a preference, Apex Legend isn't dying.
Yes.
But if Respawn doesn't do something to keep people from leaving their game, Apex will just be another battle royale that didn't have enough of a following to not only knock down Fortnite, but even sustain itself.
I think they're just mad that, they're not letting cheaters.
Well, it's fucking Fortnite's a bitch. Talking about I'm going to have everything.
Get Rick and Morty. That was bullshit.
Okay. Like, we're just getting people from basically Titanfall.
We just get all this
stuff. But they put a whole storyline together.
Whole storyline, character
don't get me wrong,
development.
Fortnite has their stupid one too. When it's about the different universes. But, they're giving you backstories from freaking Titanfall and...
They're not just like,
giving you a little animation. If you play all of them now to season 9, it's like a half-hour movie.
It's like, oh, well, Rick's here. Like, that's not...
Oh, by the way, you can get Jabba the Hutt. You can get...
Right.
Oh, look. We got the X-Men. We got DC now. Superman's here. We got Deadpool. We got the Flash.
All right, before we move on to our normal stuff for the day, we didn't actually try the wife's cooking last night because the wife was not feeling well.
It's still there.
And what's still there?
The China's cooking.
But we did get the recipe for last night's.
I just found it online. No one sent me nothing.
Oh, good for... Did she tell you what it was?
It's ground beef tacos.
Oh no, that's what we actually ate last night.
Yeah.
She had she was supposed to...
I put ground beef tacos.
She was supposed to send you what was actually supposed to be for last night's dinner. Of course, it was late, and she was not feeling well, so...
No, she was dealing with her job, actually.
It was ground beef tacos.
It's there, too.
That's actually what we had, which is delicious, and you can make any way.
I still put the recipe.
You feel like...
Because I didn't get to send the other one. I had to improvise.
Ground beef tacos.
Recipe down below.
All right, so it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I made it, so duh. Um. Yeah, she didn't. She assembled it, I guess.
She did. She was busy.
So what happened to your knee, Josh?
Oh man, is that this week's topic? Yeah. This week's topic is Josh is getting old, and DJ is a beastmaster.
Like, so what? All I heard when you told me the story is I got my ankles broke. Right, like you just got juked.
I got juked bad.
Juked by a 4-year-old.
Fucking, he put cheat codes on.
Like,
This kid did not get tired. He had unlimited stamina. So, my friend was by the swap shop yesterday with her 2 kids, and her autistic one ran off because I guess he thought he was in trouble for playing in the water. Ran all over the swap shop like a lap from like where the office is, almost to the canal, crossed over to the snack bar, and then towards tenting. So when he came back around, I got up from the table to meet him at the fence. So he was heading towards Lake Worth Road, and he saw me and he went down the fence line, so I just hid by the fence. I sidestepped out to grab him, and when he juked me, he brought me with him, and I fell on him. My whole body came down.
He squished a child.
Yeah, he got up fine.
It was probably internal bleeding.
You're
a big person to fall on something.
That's what I thought. I said he's dead.
He just and broke your ankles. Like,
Well, I came forward, my knee gave out. I fell forward, knee first, and elbow first. Here's my elbow.
oh. That's
And then
rough.
all the gravel is fucking like, what's it called? Whiplash, not whiplash. The other one.
Road rash.
Road rash. Across my knees and elbow. Got the kid though. Kid's fine.
Not if you fell on him. He's not.
He is.
That is a lot of like. So he just took off running. Why? Where was his mother?
About 10 feet away.
So why didn't his mother deal with it?
She didn't run. His little brother tried to get, or bigger brother tried to get him. He fucking juked his ass too. He'd get close, and then poof, dropped his sandal. Looked at his sandal. Brother was on him. Took off again.
Why don't you?
Kid was not even out of breath.
You chase the child. You say, "Hey, come here."
He wasn't listening. Yeah, I guess he thought he was in trouble.
Natural selection.
He's not all there.
He didn't run out of the flea market, did he?
No, he sideswept. I thought he was gonna run straight for the canal.
Just straight in.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
So apparently my age and weight caught up with me, and I can't do things like I used to.
My age and weight caught up with me.
I mean, like I went down. Like you ever felt like you were helpless?
When
I felt so helpless when I was falling. Couldn't catch when you're like younger, you can catch your step, and you're like, whoa.
Right,
that's almost bad.
Pick your foot up and step again.
Yeah, you're whoa. No, it's like my whole everything gave out on me. It's like slow-mo fell down.
You just straight for the floor.
I've never felt helpless in my life. That's when I was falling. And then someone had to help me get up, and I felt helpless then too.
Bro, every time I think about someone falling, right, I just think about, you know how the meme where it's like the violin, and it just...
The sad violin?
Yeah. Like as somebody's falling. That's just all I see. Right? I just see you like falling towards the ground.
I hear what's it called?
And sad violin.
Dun, dun, dun. With the slow motion version. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you're tone deaf. I don't even know what you were.
O for tuna.
O for tuna?
Yeah, it's the opera.
It's called O for tuna.
Yes. O F-U-R-R. F-U-R-T-U-N-A, yes.
O for tuna.
O for tuna.
That can't be right. I feel like I would have noticed.
You know what it is. You hear it in every fight scene. Like epic fight scene.
O for tuna.
Yeah. It's part of an opera.
Is it O for tuna?
Dun, 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 dun. With violins.
Is it like the...
Yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark?
F-O-R-T-U-N-A. O for tuna.
Suddenly hungry for tuna.
Yeah. But like this part, the slow part.
Yeah. Just as your fault. It's real slow.
The one about the Clash. That's the song they play.
Oh, I can't even.
Every trailer.
So that's.
Oh, you gotta do this one?
So we should have just recorded you falling and put that behind
Fucking when it
it.
shook everything.
Got to use that for some of the Apex kills. When we get you the.
Right here. Or when you're falling?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they.
When you're falling. And it plays the sad violin song.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I found out.
Um.
Oh man, I'm not young. I knew like the next day everything's gonna hurt. Yeah, you're talking about this thing.
Oh yeah, you look. Yeah, just in slow mo. Yeah. So before we wrapped up the show, you wanted to talk. It's not my fault, okay?
Bro, it's like every wrap up the
Like-
show. We still got 30 minutes.
What are you talking about? 44. We're at 44 minutes.
We're at 35 minutes.
Facebook says 44, son.
I'm looking at her live.
I'm looking at it right here. Still got one more topic to talk about. Anyhow, average watch time 16 minutes. It says 45 on YouTube too.
I see 35.
You're blind.
I'm looking at it. It says 12:22 when we started.
Whatever. Continue. We got one more topic, and then the wrap up. It'll be fine. Keep going.
Listen, we don't
We're
care
at-
about Apex. Like,
We're at 4:45.
it's gonna take forever to download anyway.
So again, it's not really my fault, right?
So,
I just don't see like, you know.
The Beastmaster.
To me, it's just like, oh, look at the little
Yeah, the gentle giant here
woodland creature, you know.
opens the door to go smoke a cigarette and pauses and calls his wife over. In this pitch blackness, he sees this white bunny.
Bro, again, I expected the rabbit to fucking move. That's
Really?
why I didn't open the door. Right?
Yeah, we had to get what's it called? We had to get the dogs away.
Well, I figured as soon as I opened the door, the rabbit was gonna
Take off.
take off, just bolt.
It's a wild animal.
Right, it's a wild animal, you know. And I just walked outside, and I walked over, and I'm like, "Hi, are you friendly?" And I pet him, and I'm like, oh, "Okay, so he's gonna let me pet him." And I just picked him up. I'm like, "All right."
The gentle giant here.
I figured it's got to be someone's bunny.
Yeah, DJ's still a bunny.
You know, so I put flyers up on the mailboxes in the neighborhood because I figured it's from the neighborhood.
It has to.
You
Like,
know.
I don't know where else it could be to go that far.
Right. And put a picture up on Facebook and stuff like that.
But he caught a bunny.
It's not really cat. He let me pick him up. Like I woke him up earlier. He was pissed.
Beastmaster.
Like he was sleeping, and then I moved the blanket, and he's like, "The fuck."
What's your problem?
Yeah, it's like you see, I'm trying to sleep here right now.
Then he ate everything you gave
Yeah.
him.
But yeah, he did. No, he ate it all.
All of it.
Yeah, he was hungry. I gave him a little bit this morning. Gave him a little bit tonight. You know.
But DJ always finding some kind of fucking animal over
Bro,
him.
the dog. Remember that big dog that came
Yeah.
in the yard while Bob was here? That's not the first time I had met that dog. I've
From
pet
across
him.
the street.
I've pet him before,
You have a cat that comes up to you.
right? You got a couple cats come and hang out.
The ducks.
The ducks come and see if I got food for them. You know, like
That's how we got Ozzy.
I saved a squirrel one day.
You did?
Yeah, so there was like a squirrel in the tree, right? But there was a cat between the squirrel and its next tree, like the tree it lives in behind Target.
So the cat was waiting.
So the squirrel's like screaming at the cat, right? And the cat's just sitting there waiting for him to go so he can fucking pounce on him. I'm like, well, I like squirrels, so I'm just gonna walk over here casually and tell the cat to go fuck off, right? And as soon as I did, the squirrel bolted for the tree. He's like, oh, I'm safe, gone.
Did the cat fuck off?
Yeah, the cat he was pissed.
DJ talking to all animals. Like he walked in someone's house. Dog growled at him. He said no.
Neighbor's dog, I know him. He got out once. Little Nico. Found him.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go to the neighbor's house and get him. Like, I
Yeah.
think your dog's out.
Because I didn't want to just pick Nico up. Nico looks like he would not like to be picked up like that.
Did not what it looks like he liked
You
it.
know. But no, I just animals understand animals, John.
Are you an animal?
You know. Kind of.
Animals understand animals.
I'm the pack leader.
Pack leader.
You know.
You're the alpha.
I'm just the pack leader. You know, there's
Beastmaster over here.
If they pee in your shoe, you pee on them. That's just how it works.
If they jump on you in their sleep, you jump on them.
No, that's just craziness. I don't know why you jump on an animal. That doesn't sound nice at all.
You jumped on me.
As a cat, it's not like you could feel it.
I felt it. Woke me up.
Oh, right. We all know. See, it comes full circle. We all know what happens when we wake up Josh. You get screamed at.
When a bear is resting.
It's like for 45, we'd actually been on sooner, but for 45 minutes he was sitting there just like this. Then he talked to me. Be like, "Oh, I'm about to."
Why are you looking at me weird?
You know, and then I'd be staring at him for like 5-10 minutes. Like, Josh, what? Like
It's a medical condition.
it's a medical condition. We call it Josh-itis.
I call it sleep attacks. That's what it's called.
Sleep attacks. It sounds like somebody bashes you over the back of the head with a baseball
Like
bat.
you the demons.
It's a sleep attack.
He doesn't get it, guys.
No, I don't get to sleep. I get awake attacks where I'm awake all the time.
I mean, I never have trouble sleeping. I just have trouble staying asleep.
Sleep. It's because they're waking you up all the time.
You were I have to pee.
Then you curse at the top of your like, fuck.
To sleep it. I had to come back to reality. You know what it's like to come back?
Can't be doing that with the bunny here. Can't be screaming.
Find a home.
Bunny needs peace and quiet, so no more talking from you. You can talk in here and in your room. Can't talk in the living room.
Guys, I wish we brought you a better show. It's just been tiring lately.
I thought it was a great show, actually. We did pretty good. Well, it's now he's falling asleep. If he stops talking, that's what he'll do right now.
It's something like that.
He'll just fall asleep.
I will too. It's bad. I need to start working out.
Yeah.
You know, here's some advice if you're 35 and overweight. Can't chase children who have superpowers.
Get your energy back. Yeah.
It's hard to do things.
Regular guy looks like he fell on his knees pretty damn hard.
I did. It's the gravity. Gravity is not on my side.
There's so much of it now, right? Like
the momentum. Like the earth was the unmovable object when I fell. I'd be hitting the ground hard too. I feel bad for DJ Beaver Falls. It's a long way down.
So
I'm happy with short people. You guys are closer.
That's why I try not to fall. Like
It's a long way down.
If I can help it.
It's just my mind thinks I could do things. Like when I got off the ladder the other day, I just stepped onto the table, same height. Then I stepped down onto the next, where people sit. And then somehow I missed the ground when I took another step and I fell.
Oh, so you've fallen twice this week?
That was last week. The other time I felt bad was in front of my old house and my ankle twisted. And I fell off the ledge and hit the ground hard. I almost knocked the wind out of myself.
I do. Like I said,
I think it's like the most embarrassing part because it's always around someone. Like they have to help me up.
They always see you?
Yeah, it's like George.
Why did they catch you?
George wanted to see how I was going to go down. They look, you were there. Next thing you know, you're on the ground. I felt it shake a little bit.
I'd have felt bad after I got done laughing.
Well, I fell as a kid. I fell as a teenager. I fell in my 20s. Like falling, you just roll out of it. Like I meant to do that.
How'd that work?
I slipped on the stairs. Like you name it. Like
How'd that
now, when I fall,
you fall.
I was gonna go skateboarding, but now I'm afraid
all the way.
The momentum of the falling on the skateboard.
Oh, now you're falling with speed.
I'm gonna hit the ground hard.
Probably.
So my advice to you guys is know your Know your limits. You know.
Try not to exceed them.
Yeah. I don't think I could run. I think my knee just gives out when I try to run.
Ah.
Especially if you try to run forward, so then you have all the weight, top weight, and then you can't catch your balance, and you do that run thing,
Well, you'll probably run for a few seconds. That's about
and then
it.
I'm gonna fall forward.
I remember.
And then once I have speed, and see now you have the momentum with the gravity, and you just keep going forward.
I remember I tried to sprint one time, like full on
In a long time.
sprint in a long time. Yeah, and I lost my footing because we were in grass.
Oh God.
But I caught myself, and then just looked like I took a knee, like I was at football.
See that?
You know.
I tried that.
But you know, I don't want to be. It's because I'm more clever than you, and my brain worked out what it needed to happen, so I didn't kill myself.
I feel like your knee was closer to the ground.
But
Like it's like I felt like this, and you would think you would just go sideways or something like that, so you would fall on your side instead of going knee first.
just, oh man,
I just Toretto it and hit the windshield, like we saw in Fast 6.
just to
Oh no, yeah, remember he like jumped off the car,
just to read
Toretto it and go to your side.
You're ridiculous. All right, I'm done with you for today.
See, it's like that kind of encouragement makes me want. I'm done with you today. It's only 1 o'clock. Like,
I'm all done with you. 1 o'clock.
well, where's my thing?
It's actually 1:20.
I hate when this happens.
Don't even remember how to start the ending. I forget. We do it in the beginning, but I forget at the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do not forget to catch us on our audio versions on
Don't forget to subscribe. It's right there.
Anchor FM, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts needs. Also, it's June, Pride Month.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. And our charity for this month is the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. Fuck, I almost
Foundation
got it right.
campaign.
No,
And Campaign Foundation.
For the next 2 days, and then we'll change our
Next month.
Maybe you already know what we're doing next month?
Probably.
What is next month?
Some kind of, I'm thinking like, some kind of animal rescue.
I'm gonna have to start an animal rescue if I keep it up.
He's just also trying to find sponsorships so they can try items out. So we're waiting to hear back from email and see if we got approved.
Still haven't heard back from them?
No, it could take up to 5 days.
Oh.
It was last Wednesday.
That's true. So still got a few more days. Oh.
So let's see. This week coming up, we won't have it, but it'll be 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everyone. I think it's next Sunday.
It's this Sunday.
This Sunday. And then my birthday's next Thursday.
Right.
So maybe we do a birthday episode next Wednesday or something. Probably not. Wednesday's his day.
Have to see.
We have to
Wednesday's
see.
his day.
We have to see.
We'll just wing it like we always do.
No.
If your birthday comes up, it comes up.
It's the next day. If it comes up,
It
we
may
don't
not
have time.
It may not. We may not have time with
Or
all
a
the
15-minute episode.
with all the other great stuff.
He was looking. He's like, we recorded the 30-minute one. We had a lot of views, so maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Just cut it off in 15 minutes.
Talk about the cameras and our freaking pocket mics.
Talk about the news and not even mention your birthday, because that's, it's a whole other day. Don't even need to worry about it on the day before.
Wish someone else a happy birthday, right?
Right. Just honorable birthday mentions are.
Josh's dad's birthday was July 5th. Rest his soul.
Right. Fuck Josh's birthday. All right, toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Nope, you didn't even finish.
What
You didn't even
What did I forget?
say you catch us every Tuesday morning between the hours.
Oh, well, I had to leave something for you to do.
No, you said toodaloo. Between the hours of 10 and noon, and Wednesday between the hours of 4 and 6.
10 and noon. If Josh is awake, sitting at the desk. That's the worst part. Like, I should have just went live and left you asleep.
Yeah,
Did the show.
If you knew how.
And I'm sure it's a button somewhere that says go live. I could have figured it out somehow.
You would have woke me up in the process. Like, what are you doing over me?
What you need to do is get a notepad and write down all the things you need to do and all the passwords, right? In case something happens to you, so I can continue the show.
That means
Right.
you got to take time out of your day to come learn it.
No, I'll just find a new Josh. Somebody who knows how to
Didn't
do
you
that
say
stuff.
that you're going to dedicate some
Somebody-
of your time to learning how to computer?
Somebody who knows how to do that stuff, so I can give the notepad, be like, see, Josh wrote all this down for you. Figure this out.
It's good as last week. You should anticipate what I'm going to say so you can do a slideshow.
That's it. Try to figure out what I'm going to talk about.
Shitty ass producer
God,
doesn't know what I'm going to say.
producers are terrible. Jesus.
You know,
Well, real producers
we're
would
going to
have
start scripting it now.
real producers would have like some type of talking points for me, like the news and stuff like that, and then just go from there.
I got you. Wait till fucking tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow's talking point is going to be Apex Legends.
Apex Legends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
See you guys tomorrow.